What is Buddhism? This is the video we're reviewing today. It has almost 1 million views by the channel Cogito. Um, I know, this is a summary. It's simplified. I know you guys gonna be like chatting like, oh, this is not detailed enough. This is not nuanced enough. Oh, it got this wrong. It got that right. This is one of the many videos that we're gonna be doing, just like the other videos we've been doing. We're just like warming up to it. This is just an introductory video. Maybe in the future we're gonna have go into more details and review things, specific concepts in Buddhism in a little bit more detail. This is a good intro video, okay? This video, okay, Marco is saying sound is absolutely amazing. AJ is saying good audio. Fatima is saying we live. Sohai is also saying audio is good. Good, great. Wow, look at the live chat. I love our live chat family. Guys, if you're watching this later, make sure you hit the notification. First of all, make sure you're subscribed. But after you're subscribed, make sure you hit the notification bell. And then when you hit the bell, make sure you select all so you could join the rest of the live chat here. Look at this. AGA and Soha are reminding everybody to make sure that you tag Atheist Republic if you want me to maybe notice. Again, I'm trying. Again, I have 3 screens in front of me. If I don't notice something, please forgive me. I mean, don't forgive me. I don't care. You cannot. But if you're a member, I'm gonna try more to pay attention. Okay, because you guys are part of the family. Oh, look, Idris is here. When will you review pacifarianism? We'll get to it. That's a good idea, Idris. That's a good idea. Anyways, um, let's start with this video. Okay. Oh, it is cute. Wait, the tab is muted. Unmute tab. There we go. Let's start again.
Buddhism. The mere mention of it brings to mind tranquil monks in ancient temples. It's one of the world's largest and oldest religions, but if you live outside of Asia, you probably don't know much about it. So what is Buddhism, and what do Buddhists believe? Let's find out. The story of the Buddha takes many different forms, and you're supposed to believe whatever version helps you the most.
I'm already having... Guys, let's be judgmental. Okay? I already have an issue. We're not even started. This is the first statement. I already have a problem. You could believe whatever version helps you the most. Objective reality be damned. Nobody gives a crap about what the truth is. Just believe what you enjoy. That's or I already hate. I already hate it. I already hate it. Okay. Oh, so I was saying we love you too, Armin. Marco. Okay, this is not a god, but funny joke. Okay, hold on.
I've read many different accounts of the Buddha's life, and some portray him as a normal person, while in others he's essentially Captain Planet. So I've condensed all of the different...
So, interesting, because that's kind of like... Yeah, Jesus is more on the side of Captain Planet, but originally he was more like... The original writings about him was more like just a normal human being. So Buddha seems to be able to be all of that at the same time, depending on your version of Buddha.
accounts together and left in all the important parts. The future Buddha was born painlessly from his mother's right side in modern-day Nepal.
Painlessly from her mother's right side. What the hell? That's kind of freaky. The future Buddha... What is the future Buddha? Oh, there were original Buddhas, and then there were like past Buddhas, and then eventual Buddha. Is this like a final reincarnation? Was born painlessly from his mother's right side in modern-day Nepal. What the hell? How does somebody come out from your right side? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense at all.
Born painlessly from his...
Yes, Guru was saying just like a tumor he was born. Yeah, and actually it looks like a tumor here too. This is creepy. This is like Halloween material. You should... Oh yeah, somebody should turn this into a costume. It could be Buddha's mom, and you could have like a tiny Buddha hanging from your right side. This should be a costume. This is weird. I didn't think Buddhism was this creepy. This is creepy. Yeah.
his mother's right side in modern-day Nepal, to King Shododana and Queen Maya.
The king. Okay, so so Buddha is royalty. So the mom is the queen, and the father. Okay, so here's my question: when he came out of the mom's right side, were people like freaked out, or like, oh, okay, I guess this is how we're doing this, or were people like, woman, you're cursed, or something like that, or they just went along with it? So there's the king Sudhodana and the queen Maya. So they were the rulers, and the Buddha was their son.
Rulers of Kapilavastu. The king named him Siddhartha, which means he whose aim is accomplished. An old
Oh wow, that's not a. The name of a baby is like he whose aim is accomplished. Yeah, but it's a baby. What aims have accomplished? Like that's not a good name for a baby. You haven't even done anything yet. But apparently aims like be born.
whose aim is accomplished.
See, I like this channel's comedy. Yeah, be born, check mark. Aims to do list complete. that's if aims accomplished if that's your only aim in life.
An old hermit named Asita came to visit the child. The apparently very trusting king and queen decided to let
They apparently were very trusting. Okay, hold on. What happened? Okay, hold on.
an old hermit
An old hermit named Asita came to visit the child. Okay.
named Asita came to visit the child. The apparently very trusting king and queen decided to let this random person hold their child. Asita claimed that this boy would become a great emperor. But if he ever
And they leave them? Okay, so this guy said that your baby, you have a special baby, it's going to be emperor. I mean, I guess parents love to hear that. Yeah, if you told my mom that your son is going to become an emperor, my mom would probably be like, oh yeah, that's great, I like to believe that.
ever left the confines of the palace, he would become the spiritual leader of the entire world. King Shodana, who had apparently gone to the Disney villain school of parenting, decided to imprison his son in the palace, never letting him.
Wait, what? Why? So you told the king that if you let your kid go outside the palace...
Shodana, who had apparently gone to the Disney...
No, wait. Azita claimed that this child would become a great emperor, but if the boy ever left the...
Azita claimed that this boy would become a great emperor. But if he ever left the confines of the palace...
If he never left the confines of the palace, he would instead become a spiritual leader to the whole world. Oh, so the parents had to choose between a great emperor, or the spiritual leader of the whole world. And the father was like, yeah, emperor sounds better. So if the kid goes outside the palace, he will become the spiritual leader of the world. If he stays inside, it becomes emperor. And the dad was like, who wants to be a spiritual leader? Sounds lame. Spiritual leader of the whole world. Who? That's yeah, the dad knows what's up. I mean, I'm with the dad on this.
He would become the spiritual leader of the entire world. King Shodana, who had apparently gone to the Disney villain school of parenting, decided to imprison his son in the palace, never letting him see any of the outside world.
Oh wait, this is like a Lion King. Everything the light touches is our kingdom. Oh, okay, so this is a Lion King reference. So he didn't never let Buddha go outside.
World. No signs of decay were permitted within his sight. Flower petals were swept away as soon as they fell, and sick and old staff were sent away.
So basically he grew up not thinking nothing dies. Flowers, everything like that dying or sick or old, they will take it away from him.
Siddhartha was unaware that pain, aging, or death existed.
Oh my god, so he thought everything just stays the same forever. Flowers don't die, people don't get sick, and people don't get old.
Aging or death existed. In order to make sure that his son would never leave, the king had Siddhartha married at 16 years old to Yashodhara.
Oh wow, wait, so what? In order to make sure his son would never leave, the king he had them married at 16 years old. Yeah, that does it. That's a good idea, actually.
16 years old to Yashodhara. It was love at first.
Yeah, if she's hot, I mean. It was love at first sight between them.
Between the two. They had apparently loved each other in many previous lives, and may even have mated while they were tigers at some point. They had a son named Rahula, who was not a tiger, and they all lived happily ever after.
Wait, I thought Buddha was a bunny in his past life. Was he a bunny and a tiger at the same time? Like not at the same time, at different lifetimes. I'm pretty sure Buddha was a bunny in one of his lives.
The king's pleasure palaces.
Wait, pleasure palaces? I like the sound of that. What is this about? I'm becoming a fan of Buddhism. They all live happily ever after in the king's pleasure palaces. What goes on in these pleasure palaces?
Happily ever after in the king's pleasure palaces. Until a musician, damn musicians ruin everything, came and sang of the wonders of the world. Siddhartha wanted to see this world.
Oh my God, the musician! The musician came and said, "Idiot king! Like this king is an idiot. He wants his son not to go outside, and you hire a musician that comes and sings about the outside world. You just ruin your own plan." And like the kid's like, "Okay, apparently there's a lot to see outside the palace, and I want to go see it."
Convinced his father that all future emperors to see the world are going to one day rule, right?
Right. Good question. What? That was it? That's all the convincing you needed? His entire plan is like, wait, so you're okay with him becoming a spiritual leader? So basically, Buddha said, I want to go outside because how can I rule this empire, our kingdom, if I don't even get to see it? I need to experience it. And the dad is like, sure, whatever. Like, I've been trying to avoid exactly this your entire life, but your argument is convincing enough. Like, I got you. I've been like trying to hide everything. I got you a hot girlfriend. I've been like making sure you never go outside because this guy, just random dude came and told us that if you go outside, you're going to become a spiritual leader just because, or instead of an emperor. I can never say that. And me and your mom just decided to believe that for some reason. And we dedicated your entire life to we avoid exactly that. But yeah, your argument makes sense. So let's just forget all of that. And yeah, sure, you could go outside. All right. Okay. Yeah, interesting, most understanding that ever. I mean, he seems to be easily convinced by everybody that speaks. He's like Trump. He just like so he just soaks up whatever is in there, whatever people are saying in the room at the time.
Rule, right? So the king, confident that he had tied his son down, decided that he could trust him to go outside and not start any global world religion.
Yeah, what the hell? The guy said that if he goes outside, it will start a global religion. And now, like, I think I could manage this. I think I got this. I got this. He could go outside. I'm just gonna, um, my son is not gonna start a religion. I think if I could, I have control over this. I could do this. I could do this.
While he was there. So at 29 years old, Siddhartha finally left the palace, but not before his dad had all of the ugly or dead people taken from the streets.
Okay, I don't understand because the guy that came and made a prediction, he didn't say that if Buddha will become a world spiritual leader if he sees ugly stuff and dying stuff. Okay, he said if he steps outside, he's gonna start a world religion. Okay, so how come now all of a sudden the dad is changing the narrative by saying like, yeah, I think it's just the ugly stuff that is gonna make you start a world religion. I like how the dad is like really trying to like we have to avoid starting a religion here, guys. I like the dad a little bit like guys, we can't like I've seen what religion does. We we have to cut that. So, like I almost swore. We can't have any of that. So avoid like yeah. So but for some reason the dad has I think he just had changed the narrative from not going outside to like yeah you can go outside, it's just the ugly stuff that's going to make you like a spiritual leader.
Siddhartha was having a grand old time visiting his kingdom till he came across a man.
Oh look, he's like so touristy. Oh look, see, already the plan was already ruined. Here's a sick man. Here's the real world, buddy. People get sick. He came across a man with bad cough.
With a bad cough. He asked his charioteer, Chandaka, what was wrong with the man. Chandaka explained that the man was sick and that eventually everyone...
What the hell? The king didn't even explain to this tourist guy not to tell him that people get sick? He could be like, that's just how some people laugh. And that's, yeah, or something like that. He is sick, everyone gets sick. Okay, why is the guy that the king has hired to go show Buddha around is not on the same page of the king? Like the king didn't tell him like, yeah, can you like make sure my son doesn't start a world religion by telling him that people get sick? Guys, Buddhism is like sounds awesome. Buddhism is like so rational, right? If Buddha figures out that people get sick, he's gonna start a world religion. Yeah, this makes absolute sense. This is I love yeah, but so rational, guys. KG saying it is the fear of the most Indian parent that their kid might become a monk. Oh, become monk if they get too much into spirituality. Oh, okay. So the dad is like the dad is like a stereotypical Indian parent.
Everyone gets sick. Chandaka had clearly not gotten the king's memo. This
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Like, yeah, this guy. Yeah, did you not like? Do you not know who pays your bills? Like, what the hell?
revelation blew Siddhartha's mind.
Oh my god, he's like, what the hell? People get sick. His mind is blown.
On the next 2 trips, Siddhartha saw an old man and then a dead man.
Like, what the hell? This is shocking. This is the worst holiday ever. I didn't expect this. What's happening to me? Why do people die?
Siddhartha became depressed, knowing that everyone he loved would
Oh, he became emo. Oh, like, oh my god, he became emo. Buddha became emo.
eventually grow old and die. And on his 4th visit, he came across a homeless traveller. This man had renounced all material things and was looking for a spiritual escape to life's suffering. Siddhartha, inspired by this random homeless person, decided he too had to go on a spiritual quest. He asked Chandaka,
Why you so what? Why? And like, oh, the world is so sad, so let's just like give up on everything. Give up on everything good because there's some suffering. Like, oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
quest. He asked Chandaka to take him far away. He then sent Chandaka home.
Wait, what happened? Hold on. So Siddhartha, inspired by this random homeless man. Yeah, this again, very rational. Just walking around, this random homeless man, like, yeah, I'm meditating. I'm just like giving up on worldly things. Like, yeah, that sounds good. I want some of that. So he got inspired by a random homeless man, decided he too needed to go on a spiritual
quest. He
quest.
asked Chandaka to take him far
Wait,
away.
the homeless man said something really quick before he left, and he wasn't paying attention. Look at the quotation.
Quest.
Hey, read my blog, spiritualityhomeless.com. He missed that part.
He asked Chandaka to take him far
He made it. Oh, this guy was named Chandaka. Take him far away.
away. He then sent
Okay, so can you go tell my family I love them? He then sent Chandaka home to tell his wife and child that he was doing this because, okay, what are you doing? What's the explanation to your wife and children that you're going on a spiritual? This is a family's worst nightmare, isn't it? This is every family's worst nightmare. Imagine like you are a family, you're married to this man, you have a child, he's a prince, he like the future looks good. You have a safe family. He's making money. Everything looks good, and he one day sends a message, "I'm going on a spiritual journey." Like, no, I thought we had stability and everything was hunky dory. Yeah, so yeah, spiritual journey is like it's like a huge nightmare for every family that has to deal with one of their loved ones going through that. Wait, idea is fuzzy. Is the idea fuzzy? No, Deborah, don't tell me that. The connection is going to get bad? Is it fine right now? Don't tell me we're having connection problems. No, we're good. Hold on, let me see. Some people are saying something. Okay, hold on. Let's continue.
Sent Chandaka home to tell Siddhartha's wife and child that he was doing this because he loved them. He needed to discover an escape to life's suffering, and if he didn't, death was going to...
Hey, that's such a cheap way out. I'm doing this because I love you. Yeah, sure. It seems like you're... Okay. He need to discover... No. Okay, so this is a contradiction. You don't lie to your family. Don't lie to your family. Okay, he said... So... That he was doing this because...
He was doing this because he loved them.
Oh, sure. Such a cliche excuse. Don't make this about them. This is about you. Nope. You have insecurities, you have problems, you're having a mental breakdown, and you're trying to fix this. This is about you. You're trying to discover something. You're having an existential crisis, and this is not about you're being selfish, and you know it. and you're trying to figure something out, and you're like completely ignoring everybody else that cares for you. And like, I'm doing this because I love you. This is about you. Nope, nope, nope. Guys, if somebody goes on a spiritual journey in your family and they tell you that this is about them, they're lying out of their you know what. This is completely about them. It has nothing to do with you. They're just trying to make it seem less selfish than it actually is.
He needed to discover an escape to life's suffering.
Yeah, see, you contradicted yourself. So you first said this. I'm doing this because I love you. No, and then he said,
He needed to discover.
and then he needed to discover an escape to life suffering. So this is about you then. You just said it's because I love them, but now you're saying like, yeah, I'm suffering. I can't handle people getting sick. I can't handle people dying. He basically couldn't handle the truth about reality like the rest of us. We had to deal with life's reality, but he couldn't handle it because your dad raised you in a bubble, and now you can't handle it. And because you can't handle it, you're having a crisis. You're going in a crisis mode. So this is about you, okay? So it has nothing to do with your family.
An escape to life's suffering. And
Yeah.
if he didn't, death was gonna.
Oh wait, I'm missing the quotations. Can you go tell my family I love them? Okay, so what's the next quotation? Because there's two things happening. There's this captions, but the ratings in the bubble, speech bubble, is
He
different.
needed to discover an escape to life's suffering. And if he didn't,
If we are all going to die eventually, anyways. Okay, so why don't you go spend more? So why don't you spend more of it with your family, given that we have such a short time, spending time with the people that we love, huh? You're going on the spiritual journey, wasting time instead of enjoying it and trying to do, connect with the people that you love in your life. You instead of doing that, you're going on this like dumb spiritual journey. Yeah, we will all gonna die, so you better make the best of every minute instead of like abandoning your family and going on a spiritual journey.
death was gonna part them all eventually anyway.
Oh, yes, great logic. Well, why spend time with the people you love, given that death is eventually gonna part you anyways? Great logic. It's not like it's the other way around. Given that we have such a short amount of time with each other, maybe we should spend every goddamn second trying to figure out how to spend more time with the people we love, because this is not going to last forever. And like, nope, we're all going to be apart anyway, so why not be apart right now? Yeah, great logic, Buddha. Fantastic logic.
Which is that's
Oh my god, look at this. Buddha was great, Armin. Don't mock him. I mock him. He seems ridiculous. He's an idiot.
a bleak thought. Thanks, oh Buddha.
Yeah, see, even this guy. You see, you even made this YouTuber of Cogito. You even made him depressed. Look at him. He's sad. Depressing people. Oh, look at this. This guy is butthurt. He's keep typing that. Okay, I'm gonna mock Buddha even more now.
Moving on, after some wandering and studying, Siddhartha went to go live with the 5 ascetics in the woods. The ascetics practiced extreme deprivation in order to achieve enlightenment. Siddhartha began a 6-year fast, sitting exposed to the elements, eating nothing but the seeds that fell in his lap. This effort turned out to be pointless, however. Siddhartha
Oh, great. At least that make okay. I thought he was like becoming even more stupid, but wait, he took it. So he realized that okay. So he found out that this is pointless. So kudos to Buddha for that. But what is this here? It took him 6 years to realize that. He did this for 6 years before he realized that this is dumb as. I can't swear, goddamn it, on YouTube. It took him 6. Okay, Buddha is an idiot. I could have told you from the Buddha, if you have spoken to me, I could have told you that this is pointless, and you wouldn't have to waste 6 years of your life away from your loved ones to figure this out. Really, he did this for 6 goddamn years? Is that really true? I mean, obviously none of this is true, but is this what they believe?
extreme deprivation in order to achieve enlightenment. Siddhartha began a 6-year fast, sitting
6-year fast! 6 years away from his family, away from his child, away from his wife that loves him, to figure out that this is pointless. Buddha wasn't very smart, was he? This is your spiritual leader? Okay, Buddhism? This is your spiritual leader? This moron? Marco saying, to be fair, it took him like 15 years to realize that Islam. Well, yeah, he never said anything about Islam. Wait, I don't know what Marco's referring to.
Exposed to the elements, eating nothing but the seed.
Marco always changes the topic. Hold on, what do you say?
Exposed to the elements, eating nothing but the seeds that fell in his lap. This effort turned out to be pointless, however. Siddhartha realized that his mind was slow and clouded, probably on account of the starvation. This realization
Oh, okay. Okay, Marco, see, he has an excuse. Oh, you're referring to me. Whatever. Mark, this he had an excuse. Okay, so the reason why it took him 6 years is because he wasn't eating, so he was dumb as a rock for 6 years because there was not enough ATP for his brain cells.
of the starvation.
But no, that's a dumb excuse.
This realization taught him that the true path lay between indulgence and deprivation.
Hey guys, people, not very genius people have already figured that out. So, yeah, guys, Buddha. Here's the thing. I would say that at least for Islam, you could say that Muhammad seemed to be like a genius, even though he was evil. He went from being a goat herder to all of a sudden becoming the king of all Arabs. So you could at least say that he was like a brilliant warlord and a great entrepreneur. As you know, as bad as his religion is, you can't say that Muhammad was an idiot. But Buddha seems to be an idiot.
This is an idea he would later develop into the middle path.
Oh, look at this. Doka is saying Buddhism is for serious people who think deep. Doesn't seem like it. It seems like for people who don't think at all. I mean, if your spiritual leader took 6 years to realize that being away from your family and giving up on all worldly affairs is like a dumb idea, I don't think your religion is meant for people who think very deeply.
He gave up his fast by eating a bowl of rice milk. His 5 ascetic friends left.
Good job. But okay, so he gave up his fast by eating a bowl of rice milk. Okay, that's not a good idea. If you're on a fast, I've done fasting. My I managed to fast one time for 5 days. That's my max. So I went 5 days having nothing but water and salt for 5 days. Okay, and that's not a bowl of rice. Is not how you break your fast. That's going to be very, very bad for your digestive system. Your digestive system is like has nothing in it, and you're just dropping solid foods in there. It's just going to be. It's going to be your body is going to that's not very good. So you have to. I think you should have like watermelon or something really soft. Probably some broth, like a soup. Maybe that's how you break your fast. You introduce some nutrition to your digestive system that it could handle, that it doesn't have to work very hard on. Maybe just some milk. Actually, I think you should. I don't think your body could handle milk if you have. I don't know if you're gonna have the enzymes to break milk if you haven't eaten milk, have any dairy for 6 years. So yeah, not a very good idea.
Rice milk. His 5 ascetic friends left in disgust, thinking that Siddhartha had given up on his quest.
Oh my god, look at this. Please don't compare Muhammad with Buddha. Buddha was far better than any other religions. Nope, Buddha was dumber than Muhammad. Okay? Yeah, he was less violent than Muhammad, but Buddha was dumber than Muhammad. For sure. For sure. Based on what I'm saying, Buddha was definitely dumber than Muhammad.
Siddhartha wandered until he eventually found the fig tree. He was determined to sit under this tree, meditating until he reached enlightenment. And after 49 days of intense meditating, he did just that. At 35 years of age, he had become the awakened one, the Buddha. The tree he sat under became known as the Bodhi tree, and its direct descendant can still be seen today at Bodh Gaya in India.
Sure, I believe that.
After some consideration, the Buddha decided that he would share his knowledge with the world. He found his 5 ascetic friends at Deer Park in Sarnath, and there he delivered his first teaching, or Dharma.
Hey, wait, we forgot to read the bubbles. But okay, so what was the first speech bubble when he saw these 4 friends? Okay,
He found his 5 ascetic friends at Deer Park in Sarnath.
well, this is awkward. Oh, so these are the people who abandoned him when he broke his fast. We were like, you're not serious like us. We don't break our fast. So as soon as he break his fast, these people left him, and now he's back to them, and like, oh my god, this is awkward. Okay.
And there he delivered his first teaching, or Dharma, revealing for the first time his
He's like, guys, you guys don't know what you're doing. I have figured. I have the way. I know the way. Okay, but I'm about to drop some serious knowledge. Okay, so what did he tell them? Revealing for the first time his 4 noble truths. God, this guy's yeah, this guy is one. How old was he here? Oh, 35 something. Yeah, this is probably the time in your life that you go through. This period that you think like, Muhammad was 40, so this guy. Oh yeah, this is actually pretty close. This is the age for having existential crises and stuff like that.
his 4 noble truths.
4 noble truths, yeah. And nothing about life is ever this simple. For people, when people give you lists that like this that is supposed to fix everything and explain everything, yeah, just you could bet a lot of money that it's going to be nonsense. Because you cannot put life is complicated, okay? You can't just summarize things like, oh, here's the 4 truths, or here's the 7 deadly sins, or here's the 6 things that you need to avoid, or here's the 4 things that if you do that everything will. No, you have to judge everything independently based on evidence, and every scenario is going to be different from the next. You have to you have to analyze them independently. There's no simple trick, cheat code to life to be able to like, oh yeah, if you just do these 4 things, or if you don't know these 10 things, or if you avoid these 5 things, everything was going to be hunky-dory.
The 5 ascetics became the first members of the Sangha, the Buddhist monk community. The Buddha would wander the Gangetic Plain for the next 45 years, gathering thousands of followers and accepting people of all genders, class, and castes into the.
Okay, I'm trying to read the guys. I told you at the beginning. I try to read comments. I can't always be mindful of. I have 3 screens in front of me. I have to watch this video. I have to read the captions. I have to read what Buddha is saying in his speech bubbles. And there's a live chat that's happening here. There's a screen in front of me. There's a screen to my right and a screen to my left. And I have to also worry about whether my connection is going to cut out. So if I miss any of your comments, I do apologize. I'm trying my best here, okay? I'm trying. I promise I try. Here. 4 sounds formal like 4 directions. So 4 truths, not say. Yeah, I'm surprised it's not 7 truths, by the way. Oh, thank you, Deborah. Easy. Hold on. So, gathering thousands of followers and accepting people of all genders, class, and castes. Oh, so here's a nice thing. So it's like anti-caste. Some stuff is happening. Okay. So that's good. Buddha is like anti-caste.
Class and castes into the Sangha. He died at 80 years of age near Kushinagar, and his followers had him cremated and his remains spread throughout the Indian subcontinent on their monuments known as stupas,
Oh my god, okay.
which continue to be important pilgrimage sites today. Buddhism would eventually spread out of the Ganges region, first down through Sri Lanka and Southeast Asia, then north over the Silk Road to Central and East Asia, and it would then spread from Tibet all the way to Mongolia, where under the Mongol Empire it was brought to Russia, and then later on it would be exported further west. So now that we know a little bit more about the life of the Buddha, let's explore the core beliefs of
Buddhism. Core beliefs, guys. Let's be very judgmental and see if they're good or bad, okay?
Let's explore the core beliefs of Buddhism. At this
Core
point,
beliefs.
it's important to remember that the Buddha lived around 480 to 400 BC.
480 to 4 allegedly. We don't know if this to be true for a fact, okay? Buddha lived around 480 to 400 BC, allegedly.
And his teachings were recorded orally for centuries. Because of this oral tradition, there are a lot of numbered categories.
Seems like because of this oral tradition, it's almost as if we have no idea if any of these things is what he actually said. Yeah, oral tradition. The most reliable way to make sure that information does not change at all across the years, for sure. And that is the okay. So end of lesson one. Oh, see, exactly. Even within, it didn't even take hundreds of years for the message to change. You can see here. This is real footage of Buddha. This is real footage. This is real historical footage. Buddha is saying that is the end of lesson one, and this one here is like, what did he say? So even within real time, within seconds after his teaching, somebody misunderstood, like didn't get one of his message. So what are the chances of all of this being preserved through oral traditions over the years? Probably close to zero. Okay, close to zero. Even even people with the tradition, oral traditions means like you're inferior in your methodology. Okay, because the people that back then, a lot of people had the tradition of like, hey, maybe we should write this stuff down. If this is important, maybe somebody should be taking notes, right? Some people were like a bit smarter when it comes to important stuff that could save humans from like become enlightenment. That seems important, right? This seems to be the four truths and all that, right? Like maybe we should take notes. Nope. We have oral tradition. Yep. So good. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, even back then, people were behind the other superior cultures around them. People who knew the importance of actually writing stuff down. And the people that wrote stuff down, even they got like stuff changed because they didn't have printers and copying machines. So when they kept on copying by writing everything down many times, they got a whole bunch of stuff wrong. So people, given that we have evidence that people who were writing stuff down and spreading it across the world, how much they got stuff wrong and how much things changed by mistake from one scribe to another, given that those people with the writing tradition got their ideas kept changing, what are the chances of the people with the oral traditions? What are the chances of them preserving their ideas? Oh, look at this. The people that I predicted that are going to come and be like, oh, Armin, why are you not reading this instead of this video? They're here. They missed the beginning of the video, and now they're in the live chat, and they're saying exactly what I predicted they would say halfway through the video. See? They're right here in the live chat. Like, oh, Armin, why are you learning this from a video instead of like really reading this and that and that? I knew they were going to come. That's why I gave you the disclaimer at the beginning of the video, and they're right here. Right here, my prediction became true.
Which made it easy.
See, I'm the only guru you need. I even predict the future. And that is the end of lesson one. Okay.
Which made it easier for people to memorize and recite. Numbered categories like the Four Noble Truths, which are Noble Truth number 1, life is suffering. No matter what you do in life, you're gonna suffer. Ultimately, everyone grows old, gets sick, and dies.
And hey, there's the other side to life being part of having suffering in life. You guys know that? Do you guys know that there is like, okay, life is suffering, but is it all suffering? This is why I keep hearing about life is suffering. This is such a dumb point by Buddhism. It's such a dumb point. You know why? Because yes, life is full of suffering. But guess what? Guys, can you guess in the live chat? What else comes with life other than suffering? What else comes with life other than suffering? Other than suffering. Anybody? Maybe there's a delay? Yes! Happiness, joy, pleasure. Joy, yes. Pleasure, joy, fun. Exactly. All right? This whole... Yeah, exactly. Sex, sexuality, yes. Okay? So, you do not need to avoid life or give up on life or separate yourself from this world because there's suffering in this world. Because there's also joy in this world. The goal should not be like, oh, life is suffering, so screw life because life is suffering. No. The goal is to not give up on life and reduce the suffering and increase the joy. Life is good. Life could be better. You could increase the joy in your life for yourself and try to increase joy for other people. The secret to eliminating the suffering is not to give up on life as a whole because life comes with suffering. There are practical ways that you could reduce suffering in this world, and that reducing the practical ways of reducing suffering involves understanding what beliefs are closer to objective reality. The more you understand what is real and what is fake, the more your belief system matches objective reality, the more the map that you have, the map that is your belief system, is accurately representing the real world, and you're going to be able to navigate this world better, and you're going to be able to get to your destination easier, and you're going to be able to help other people get to whatever their personal destination is easier as well. If you encourage people to find a belief system that is based on reasoning and evidence, and not to give up on life because now they have a map that they could find their way around based on a belief system that is not based on this whole woo-woo stuff, based on superstitious and based on the full noble truth that somehow it got to me because I was sat under a tree for 49 days. All right, let's see what this is.
Someone grows old, gets sick, and dies. I know it sounds depressing, but it gets more positive later on.
I hope so.
Truth number 2. We suffer because of craving. We're attached.
We suffer because of craving, not necessarily. First of all, feel joy because of craving. Craving is good because then you satisfy it and you're like, oh, I'm glad I have cravings because life is good when you satisfy your cravings, right? In a healthy way. Right? You have lust, you have hunger, and if you get to satisfy them, you enjoy them. And not all suffering comes from craving. If you decide to say, like, hey, I disagree with this ideology, and then somebody comes and gets you, maybe it is. Yeah, that's not a good example. If somebody drops a bee on your house and your family, okay, maybe that's a craving of the people that were trying to power. Okay, no, I changed my mind. Yeah, suffering mostly comes from craving. Okay, fair enough.
To impermanent things, and
we are attached to but also joy. Joy also comes from craving. We are all attached to impermanent things, and because of this, we are destined to suffer. Yeah, but we are destined. Yeah, but we are also destined to have joy.
Because of this, we are destined to suffer. We need to change what we want rather than get what we want.
You cannot change everything that you want. Yeah, I agree. There are some things that you could change, okay? There are ways that you could reframe your mind to enjoy some other things. It's possible. I've done it. I know that's possible, okay? But there are certain things that you're not able to. Okay, so for example, if you do not enjoy reading, it's possible to teach yourself to enjoy reading, okay? If you want to be like, I enjoy watching Netflix, but I wish I would enjoy reading a little bit more than watching Netflix, it's possible to reframe your mind like that, okay? But if you say, I enjoy sex, good luck changing what you want. Good luck. You can't change that. All right? Let's say you're gay and you enjoy having sex with the same gender as yourself. And you're like, I wish I was straight. Let me change what I want. Good luck with that. Yeah, that's not going to work, okay? And also, you can't, sometimes some things that you want might be harmful. And in those situations, it's not about changing what you want. It's about training yourself mentally enough to become strong, exercising your mind to become mentally strong enough to do a cost-benefit analysis. So it's, first of all, actually, here's what it is, okay? It's always about what you want, okay? It never changes, right? So for example, let's say you want ice cream. You really like ice cream, okay? But you also really want to be healthy and have an enjoyable, healthy life as long as it takes, you know. And you understand. Here's the thing: if you have a belief system that is based on objective reality, then what you want will you will have a better understanding of what you want, right? And if you actually understand how reality works, then you will know that having sugary food might increase enjoyment in the short term, but in long term is going to lead to more suffering, right? So in this situation, you don't have to change. It's not about changing what you want. It's about understanding what you want and understanding how the world works so you could get what you want based on your understanding of the world. So you understand that, yes, I want ice cream, but I also don't want to suffer, pay for this in long term down the road. So you're not changing anything you want. You're training your mind mentally in two ways. You're becoming mentally strong. In one way, you're becoming mentally strong and analyzing the cost and benefit associated with all your desires to suppress some of your desires in favor of your other desires. So it's still about your desires, but you understand that there's some long-term happiness that you will be sacrificing for some short-term happiness. And that analysis, that you becoming strong, your mind becoming powerful enough to analyze that, helps you get what you want more. So that's one way that your mind is getting stronger. And another way that your mind is getting stronger is to be able to delay gratification. So it's one thing to know that ice cream is not good for you, and you have to not eat ice cream for longer term benefit. But it's another thing to be able to say no to ice cream. So just knowing that information and just being able to accurately analyzing the world in a way that you understand that this is not something you're supposed to do, that's not good enough, right? It's basically the same like exercise. You might know, like, yeah, I need to exercise. I know it's good for me. So you have successfully analyzed the world and objective reality in a way to know that, yeah, I need to exercise. But you don't exercise because you haven't trained your mind in another way for you to become mentally strong, for you to be able to delay gratification. So becoming a better logical analyzer of the world around you is important, but also being able to delay the gratification. And delaying gratification is something that you can actually train your mind to. None of this requires you changing what you want. This is just a better understanding of what you want first, and also be able to be strong enough. And you could do this. This is like exercising a muscle. Both of these are two different muscles in your mind that you could exercise. So yeah, Buddhism. You don't need Buddhism. All you need is Guru Armin, okay? Forget Buddha.
Noble truth number 3. We can escape this cycle of suffering. Yay!
This is getting scary. This seems like we're getting into life beyond the life, that the only life. This is the most dangerous parts of many religions if it's going where I think it's going. Oh yeah, actually, Moonman is saying edging. Yeah, edging is a good way to practice delayed gratification. All right. Okay, so noble truth number 3. We can escape for this. You know how cheerfully he just said that? This is my alarm bells just go through the roof when you say something like this. Okay, is this going where I think it's going?
Get what we want. Noble truth number 3.
We can escape for this cycle of suffering. Okay, we can. I think this is wrong grammar. Okay, but whatever.
We can escape this cycle of suffering. Yay!
Yay! That's like so happy. Yes, but no. This is the scariest part. This is the scariest part of many religions. If it's going where I think it's going.
Noble truth number 4.
Wait, what happened? How do we escape? Maybe that's number 4. Okay.
Noble Eightfold path will help us escape suffering and
Hey, Buddha's cheating. He only has 3, and he thought that's. Look at this. Number 3 was like we can escape, and but you said 4. There's 4. Like, okay, 4 is basically 3, but now I'm explaining. Yeah, 4 is number 3 explained. I think Buddha felt this is too short, so he just said number 3 we can escape it, and number 4 is saying how can we explain? How could we escape it? So basically. 4 is just a more detailed version of number 3. Yeah, hashtag Guru Armin. Make that a thing. Yeah, yay! Get ready for some BS. Exactly. Oh, here. British Pakistani atheist saying, how can I train my mind to delay gratification and watch Atheist Republic later in the day rather than live? No, no, no. Okay. No. No, 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 no. Forget delay gratification is not good for you guys. No, right. Okay, nope. That's not what I was trying to say. Okay, let's continue.
Noble truth number 4. The Noble Eightfold Path will help us escape suffering and achieve enlightenment. The Noble Eightfold Path is the middle way that the
Okay, so this is how you get how you run it. Noble eight. Wait, what? Noble Eightfold Path. Oh my God! Now we have another list. Your list. This is list inception. Your list cause is list. There's lists inside your list. Okay, Noble Eightfold Path that you could get out of this bad suffering life.
the Buddha discovered. It lies between the deprivation of the ascetic and the indulgences of a young prince. You don't follow each step one after the other. It's more of a wheel that you spin altogether. Step 1 is right view or understanding.
Right view.
It is understanding that the 4 noble truths will help you stop suffering.
This is inception level list, guys. Okay, so you have a list. There's a list of 4 noble truths, and inside that list of 4 truths, one of those truths has a list of 8 method. Yeah, what? So what is this? The way? Oh yeah, it's a path. So so you have 4 noble truths, and one of these truths is a list of 8 paths, and one of those paths is understanding that the 4 noble truths is the true. Okay. Wow. Okay. So this is kind of like the Christian version of the Bible is true because the Bible comes from God. Well, how do you know there's a God? Because the Bible says there's a God. I'm glad that they're showing a wheel, because that's very fitting, given that we're doing cyclical reasoning here, right?
Everything in this world is impermanent. Step 2 is right intent. Why are you doing things? If they're done out of anger or greed, they will only cause suffering.
Nope. Anger is sometimes justified. Bull crap. And greed sometimes is... Greed is bad, but... no, greed... Greed is a negative word, but the positive word for greed is ambition. So greed or ambition, it depends. You should have ambition, but again, too much ambition could be bad. Again, so it's not all of these things that they're saying, oh, this is good, this is bad. It always depends. Anger could be good, anger could be bad. Sometimes it's weird if you don't have anger. Like if you don't get angry by certain things, then there's something wrong with you. So there's nothing inherently wrong with anger. Greed, people could be like, well, greed is always bad. But again, another word for greed is ambition. So greed or ambition are not inherently bad. It really depends on the situation and depends on how much ambition or greed you have.
Suffering. If they're done out of love and compassion, then they will alleviate.
Yeah, love and compassion. Love and compassion could... See, people could say, how is love... Can love be bad? Love seems to be always good. Nope. You could love... You could be in love. You could love dictatorship. You could love fascism, right? You could love hurting people. You could love ruling over people with I know. Like you could love suppressing people. You could love I don't know. There's many things you could love that is horrible, right? You could love people, seeing people suffer. So you could have compassion for people that don't deserve your compassion, I guess, right? So again, none of these is inherently good or bad. Again, this is just I mean, I understand that compassion is mostly a force for good, so I give you that. But again, it's better not to make general... That's why I say mostly. Love and compassion is mostly a force for good. But it's better not to make general statements like this. It's rather to... That's why I say mostly. It's always better to analyze the right behavior and the right path for every situation at a time by trying to be as objective as possible and try to learn how to apply logic to every situation. Know your logical fallacies, know yourself, know your desires, know know other people, know how other people's methodology backfire or work for them in the past. These, again, analyzing every scenario for a specific situation at a time is a better method than coming up with this simplistic worldviews of saying like, yeah, this is good, this is bad, This, no, that doesn't work. Lists like this doesn't work. And again, Buddha was not unique about that. People coming up, Buddha was like just the self-help, you know, guru at his time. People have been doing that for ages and continue to do it. And like how many self go on Amazon, just go look for self-help. A lot of them, the list is right in the title, and a lot of them are just simplifying things that cannot be that simplified, right?
Alleviate suffering. Step 3 is right speech. You should not hurt people with your words.
You should not hurt people with guys, Buddha would be anti free speech. So basically you should not hurt people with your speech. Sounds like the woke mob saying like this is offensive. Yeah, sounds like Buddha saying like, I'm offended, you shouldn't say this. Yeah, I think Buddha would be against Atheist Republic because we say a lot of things that people don't like to hear, right? You shouldn't hurt people with your speech. Or maybe people should just get over it. Words cannot. Yeah, okay, so this is definitely anti-atheist republic right here. Okay, you should not hurt people with your words. What does this mean? Okay, yeah, this seems like you have this is like language policing. Sounds like it. Maybe I'm wrong about this, but this sounds like language policing. Yeah, people say the Buddha was the first left. Not the first left. This is woke mentality. It's not leftist mentality. Yeah, this is complete the opposite of what I do. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like Buddhism.
You should not try and deceive people, obscure the truth through muddy language, or take part in gossip.
Take part in gossip. Hold on, right? You should not deceive people. Yeah, I agree. Well, you can deceive your enemies. Wait, you should not deceive people. So basically, that would just chess is out of question. Then you cannot play chess because chess is definitely about deceiving your opponent. Obscuring the truth through muddy language. Okay, so that also means that you can't play poker, or take part
in gossip.
Gossip. Okay, so gossip. I mean, gossip is a bad word, but again, me informing you about the bad deeds of some other person sometimes might be necessary, right? Again, none of this is this simple. Like, oh, you should never do this, you should never do that. There might be some scenarios that you need to do that. What if you're the spy for the Allies against Mussolini and Adolf? I'm saying Adolf because I know I tricked the YouTube gods, okay? I know the keyword that YouTube doesn't like is the H one, so I'm mentioning the guy's first name, Adolf, okay? So Mussolini and Adolf, what if you're a spy for the Allies? Should you not deceive the... what's the word? Okay, the Nazis, you know what I'm saying? If you're not wink, you know what I'm saying, right? You shouldn't deceive them if you're a spy for the Allies. You think that's a bad thing? You should deceive them.
Your words.
Guys, I'm doing a live stream.
You should not try and deceive people, obscure the truth through muddy language, or take part in gossip. You should be truthful.
See, I just hurt some people with my words. Is that bad?
And clear always. Step 4 is right action. Always
right action. Oh wow, great. Good things are good and bad things are bad. Very, very unique. So revolutionary.
strive to do good in your actions. Do not act in a way that is negative. Right action.
Oh my god, look, yeah, do the right. This is, wow, guys, look how revolutionary this is. Do the right things. Strive to do good in your actions.
Do not act in a way.
Do not act in the negative way. Yeah, guys, this is Buddhism. Good things are good, bad things are bad. Bad actions are bad. Good actions are good. Wow, this is so. I'm enlightened. I feel myself being enlightened right now.
Way that is negative. Right action also covers the 5 precepts.
Oh my God! Another list within the list of a list. Right actions have 5 precepts. So we had the 4 noble truths, which one of them was a list of 8 paths, and one of these 8 paths have 5 precepts. Do any of these 5 precepts have a list in them? I'm gonna lose my mind if one of these precepts has a list in it.
Which are like the Buddhist 10 commandments. They are.
Oh, the Buddhist 10 commandments. Okay. So what is this wheel then? If this is the 10 commandments,
The Buddhist 10 commandments. They are 1. Do not harm any living creatures.
Do not harm any living creatures. That is so dumb. What if I have guys, did Buddha know about bacteria? Guys, I want to tell you about a true crime. A true crime against this living creature that has infected the planet. Her name is Corona. And they're killing it! Their scientists all around the world are trying to find a vaccine. Come on, guys. I mean, actually, viruses is a debate between a lot of people do not consider viruses to be living creature because some people include in the definition of a living creature for it to have a cell structure, but some people say nope, living creature just needs to have replicating molecules like a DNA or an RNA. So by those definition, viruses are living creatures. Okay, so they are borderline living creatures, viruses, but bacteria for sure. So Ebola. So Ebola is definitely a living creature. Do we not? Is Buddha saying telling us that we should not be killing Ebola? Is that true? Oh, see, Marco is saying viruses are not living. Depends on your definition of living. If you think that a cell structure is required for something to be living, then yes, they're not. Well, okay, that's fine. Let's do Ebola then. Okay, if you are in the not living side of the definition for viruses. Yeah. Yeah, tumor lives matter. Maybe because we saw Buddha was a tumor. Maybe that's why he.
2. Do not steal. 3. Do not engage
Do not steal. Okay. Do not steal. Okay, guys, I could do this all day. I could come up with exceptions for why stealing would be okay in certain situations. But you already know that. You already know that we could do I need to come up with examples for it? You guys know that except there's exceptions to every single one of these rules, and that's why you don't come up with stupid lists like this.
harm any living creatures. 2. Do not steal. 3. Do not engage in sexual misconduct.
What? Sexual misconduct. Okay. Sharia police. Sharia police alert. Sharia police alert. Stupid religion. Do not lie. Okay, what is sexual misconduct? Please enlighten us. Enlighten us, Buddha. Do not lie or harm people with words. Okay, this was already, guys. This was already. Look at their stupid list. Look at the stupid list. You already do not harm people with words was already here. Look at this. Look, right speech was part of this wheel, and all of a sudden the right action. First of all, we didn't notice this contradiction. Isn't speech an action? Why do you see? They're so dumb. Okay, this whole right speech could have been already in this right action, and actually then your wheel would have seven corners, and then you would be like, oh, 7, yay, 7 again. But you had to have right speech separate from right action because you don't understand that speech is an action. But you're even dumber because your right action includes the right speech in it. So you're just double counting right speech. You guys don't even know how to do lists properly. You are so dumb. You're so suck at everything that you can't even manage making a proper list.
4. Do not lie or hurt people with words. And 5. Do not take intoxicating substances.
Okay, wait. So you already double counted not hurting people with words because you're so dumb. And now you're saying do not take intoxicating substances. I don't know if I can say this on YouTube, and I don't know if I have enough knowledge on this. I mean, I know I don't have enough knowledge on this, but I've heard some people saying that I don't know if this is true, that there are certain substances that do not have any negative side effects. Again, I'm not going to mention which ones because this is YouTube, and I don't know if it's true. Okay? But that's the point. It depends on whether that is true or not, and I'm going to claim ignorance here. I don't know if that's true. Okay? Oh, Sam Harris, for example, have experimented with some of these substances, and he claims that they're okay to experiment with. And I don't know if that's true. I'm not saying that's true, but again, you do not come up with lists like this. I'm pretty sure Buddha didn't have access to research papers like about all of these substances, right? So, but again, it depends. It depends. And some of these are okay. Some of them that even are bad for you are kind of okay in moderation. For example, with alcohol, I tell you, like, my policy with alcohol is that I only do hard liquor because they don't come up, they have the lowest amount of calorie. I only do it in social settings. Like I only do it when there's something like for a celebration or something like that. If it's a social, if other people are drinking, I might drink a little bit, but I don't do beer. I don't do wine. I probably will take a few shots of vodka, right? Because it's just you could get a buzz without all the carbohydrates that come with beer and wine and everything else. I definitely do not do. I If it was all good, I like girly drinks. Okay, girly drinks just they look the best and they taste the best, but they're the worst for you. Like they have so much sugar in them. God damn it, those are the worst drink for your body. Okay, but the least harmful drink for you to get a buzz is like hard liquor, right? Like a tequila shot, a cup, or vodka or something like that. Okay, but again, if you mix vodka with like anything, make sure it doesn't like don't. If you mix soda with it, make sure it's like Coke Zero or something like that. Because if you just do Coke, if you just mix regular Coke with it, then all of a sudden it becomes very harmful again. Okay, so do not mix regular Coke with it. Either just do vodka tonic or something like that, or just Diet Coke. Okay, and some lemon, right? But don't drink regularly. Alcohol is definitely bad for you if you do it. Um, you know, yeah, alcohol is definitely not good for your body. But in moderation, if you do it like, for me, it's like less than once a month, and I think that's fine. Once a month is I think is our bodies can handle that. Um, but yeah, so that's I think my policies on substances like this is way more reasonable. When it comes to other stuff, yeah, with me and some other ex-Muslims experimented with some stuff in Amsterdam. We recorded that, by the way. I don't know if I'm gonna get the permission to publish it at some point. So that was fun. I don't know where I could publish it. I don't think YouTube allows you to publish that. But yeah, we did some crazy stuff in Amsterdam, and my understanding is that these stuff are okay. Again, you have to do your research. You can't come up with general statements like this and just be like, "Yeah, don't do this." Right? You have to do research. It really depends. Some things are never okay. Some things are okay in moderation, and some other things seem to be okay. Even I don't know actually. Don't take my advice on how much. Do your own research.
Step 5 is right livelihood. You should earn
Right livelihood. Okay, so what's the difference between right action? Okay, so this right action has 5 steps, and one of these 5 actions is right livelihood. So you should earn your living in an ethical way. Again, good things are good, bad things are bad. Great.
earn your living in an ethical way.
Yeah, do good things and stop doing bad things. Thank you, Buddha. Very helpful.
You shouldn't be involved in arms or drugs trading, and you definitely shouldn't be involved.
Oh, you shouldn't do arms. Okay. Wait. You shouldn't be involved in arms or drug trading, or in careers that involve hurting.
Involved in the slave trade, which the Buddha was very strongly against.
Hey! I know this is a very low standard, but congratulations on at least being better than every Abrahamic religion on this. Hey, okay, let's give Buddha some credit. Buddha was against slavery. Let's clap, everyone. I know. It seems like I'm mocking it because it should be an easy thing to be against, but I'm genuinely impressed given the standards by Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. This seems to be a major accomplishment. Okay, so yay for Buddha for being anti-slavery. Finally, yeah, something I could finally something I could congratulate Buddha. Marco is saying, did you really kiss? What the hell? No? What the hell? No. I'm not even going to read that.
Step 6 is right effort. You should always go about your life with a positive attitude.
Right effort. Again, it's already covered on right action. Right livelihood is already covered on right action.
Enthusiasm.
This is the dumbest list I've ever seen.
And you should always want to improve who you are. Step 7 is right mindfulness. You need to pay attention. When you walk in the park, you need to live in that moment. You shouldn't be thinking of something awkward you did in school 10 years ago, or whether or not you
Maybe sometimes it's helpful to reflect on things that you did wrong before.
will be promoted next year.
I think, okay, mindfulness is good. Okay, sometimes you need to focus on the present because you're so focused on the past, you're so focused on the future that you're missing the joy of life in the present. Sometimes you miss, like, sometimes just the wind on your skin. You forget how much pleasure, just like feeling sunlight, feeling wind, just a glass of water. If you just notice how much pleasure it is in just drinking a glass of water every time you eat meal, if you're not focusing on how much joy it is and just chewing on food and eating your food, like there's joy in every single second of it, and we're just going through the motions without missing it. Like, so yeah, I agree, mindfulness is good. If you, like, sometimes we watch a movie and you like, sometimes when I'm in the middle of a movie, I like kind of reflect on, I'm really enjoying this movie. This is like it's good to like reflect on that and just take it in and know how much joy is in every corner of life. There's joy everywhere, okay? And if we're not mindful of that, we're just going to go through life and we're going to miss out on a lot of pleasure in life, right? Like, just like when you're in a shower and you just feeling the water on your skin, just like notice, like, you're having fun. Like, everything becomes a lot of fun if you're more mindful about life. So I agree with that. But you shouldn't sacrifice also reflecting on the future and the past, because there's a lot of lessons. If you've done stuff that you regret, use that as a way to make your future better. So mindfulness is good, but it doesn't have to come at the expense of not thinking about the past and even the mistakes you made. So you're saying you shouldn't be thinking of something awkward you did in school, or whether you be promoted. No, you should think about that. Something you could do both. You could be mindful and be thinking about the future and the past as well.
You should be able to live entirely in the present moment.
Guys, okay? No, Moon, you're saying move on. I'm not gonna move on. I'm here. This live streams are supposed to be, I'm reflecting on these things. Okay? We cut these longer videos into smaller pieces for people who don't enjoy like longer videos. That's why we hired somebody to cut these videos in pieces for the people that are not patient with these longer videos. So you're like, oh, move on, this is getting long. Yeah, that we already have. If you like shorter content, we're already making shorter content for you guys.
And be mindful. Step 8 is right concentration. The ability to focus on a single object or concept, be it a rock, polar bear, cat gif. Right concentration helps you focus your mind and see things how they truly are.
Okay, so mindfulness is kind of like a concentration. Again, being mindful is also a type of concentration on the things that are happening around you. So these two points are overlapping.
Right concentration and right mindfulness are important parts of Buddhist meditation, but we won't cover that in this video. By following this noble eightfold
meditation could be good. It could improve your mindfulness. That's true.
path, you can reach nirvana, the state of enlightenment that the Buddha reached under that tree. You reach nirvana when you extinguish all wants and desires.
No! You should not extinguish all your wants and desires. You should understand them, and you should find the ways to satisfy them in the most efficient and the least harmful way.
Okay, so let's take a more bird's eye view of Buddhism. Buddhism is split between two main...
What a horrible thing. Guys, we have one life. We have one life. And these idiots want us to get rid of everything that makes life better. Extinguish wants and desires? Yeah, what a waste. We have one opportunity to experience joy. And these people want to get rid of it. Once you die, you lost it. You don't get this chance ever again. You want to extinguish wants and desires? Why? It's a gift. Be grateful. Appreciate every goddamn second of your life should be dedicated to being able to enhance your wants and desires for yourself and the people around you. What else is it? What's the point? What is it to life other than that? What the hell's wrong with these people? This is the religion that people say, like, yeah, it's enlightened, it's better than other religions. Yes, by getting rid of the only thing that makes life worth living.
Desires. Okay, so let's take a more bird's eye view of Buddhism. Buddhism is split between two major branches, Theravada and Mahayana. Theravada
Oh yeah, I've heard of these before.
is the older of the two. It's also considered to be a bit more orthodox. They think of the Buddha as a more human figure, and there is a focus on using meditation as a way to reach enlightenment. Within Theravada Buddhism, there is a belief in three things. Nothing is permanent.
Oh my god, another list. Nothing is permanent, life is suffering, and there is no self. All three are wrong. All three, your list sucks. All of your list sucks. Nothing is permanent. There are some things that are permanent, including time itself. Life is suffering. Life is not suffering. Life includes suffering. Life includes joy as well. Life and suffering are not the same thing. And there is no self. There's definitely a self. Okay? Self is the real thing. It's, there's a definition for self, and that definition, that's self.
Life is suffering, and there is no self. There is a huge emphasis on monastic life and rebirth in Theravada Buddhism. Only monks can really reach enlightenment. Mahayana Buddhism, which means greater vehicle, is younger and considered to be more accessible to normal people.
Okay, so this is like, you know what happened? I know what happened. So these people are like saying only monks could be enlightenment. And there's this new people came like, how can we, like, that's not marketable. We can't really cash in on that if your religion is that exclusive. We want to become a world religion, and we need more customers. So let's reduce the barriers for entry. Sajib saying Buddha seems depressed. No, he's smiling. Look at him. He's smiling.
It's called greater vehicle because it's supposed to allow more people to achieve nirvana. Mahayana contains a lot of different schools, such as Zen, Tantra, and Pure Land Buddhism.
Tantra sounds good.
They believe that enlightenment can be reached in a single lifetime, and that you don't need to be a monk to do it.
Yeah, they say, like, guys, this is not going to sell well. Let's, like, drop the barriers a little bit. Everybody, you don't need to be a monk to be enlightenment. And you could get enlightenment within one lifetime, guys. One lifetime. Any buyers? Any customers?
Mahayana is the more religious of the two as well, and has things called bodhisattvas, which are people that have achieved enlightenment.
Okay, first of all, here's an interesting thing, okay? You see how in this older version of Buddhism, Buddha was mostly just a human, and in this more bigger, more popular, more modern one, he seems to be like a superhuman. It's kind of like what happened with Jesus, right? In the earlier Gospels, in the Bible, Jesus was like more human-like, and he was like, he had no idea that he was supposed to be crucified, and he was like, Father, why have you forsaken me? Like, it seemed like he had no idea what's happening, and he seemed to be very, like, very human. There were a lot of attributes that made him a lot more human-like. But in the future Gospels, he was like, yeah, this is all cool. Don't worry. I'm going to die. I'm going to become king in heaven. Mom, why are you even crying? This is all fine. This is part of my plan. Like, I'm going to be God. And there's no mention of divinity in the earlier Gospels of Jesus. And in the later Gospels, all of a sudden, like, yeah, I'm king in heaven. You can't, you guys have no idea what's going to happen to you guys. So this is like, a religion starts, and it's like, oh, it's a human, and then people are like, yeah, but we can't, human, like, can we give him like a couple of superpowers and then make him like fly and stuff, or like make him, Jesus literally, they made him fly in some of the Gospels that didn't make it didn't get canonized, right? Like, can we make him like heal some people and maybe raise the dead, or like, I mean, these Roman guys, like, they have gods and they have superpowers. We can't have like, can we have this guy have superpowers? And so apparently they did the same thing with Buddha.
Religious of the two as well, and has things called bodhisattvas, which are people that have achieved enlightenment but delay nirvana to help others do the same. There's also more emphasis on idols and godlike beings. Today, Buddhism is a religion of about 488 million people.
488 million people. By the way, I don't know how much Thailand's Buddhism reflects Buddhism, but if it does, then Buddhism is extremely misogynist. I was in Thailand and I've recorded a lot of bullcrap from Buddhism in Thailand, and I will release it one day when I have enough support from you guys to be able to hire a whole bunch of other people to do a lot of these tasks, so I could release all these videos that I have to release. But yeah, my experience with Buddhism in Thailand was not at all good. I'm very disappointed. So very, bad.
About 7% of the world's population.
Hold on, what's this happening? Mir Ali saying, if anyone now chooses to leave behind their wife, what is this? Oh yeah, you're right. Mir Ali saying, if anyone now chooses to leave behind their wife and their young kids, saying in search of enlightenment like Buddha, they will be regarded as stupid. Yeah, exactly. If somebody decides to do that today, people are like, yeah, you're an idiot. But apparently Buddha, there's an exception. See, the double standard is for all religious leaders. What is this one? It depends. Sex like Pure Land and do look at Buddha as having superpowers and even a god, whereas Zen emphasizes the Buddha was a human and even to mock him. Interesting. Wait, they mock him? That's pretty cool. Buddha said women are sources of all sins. No way. Are you serious? Is that true? Didn't he have a wife? How did his wife feel about that? Guys, is that true? I need to review that if that's true.
Nearly all of them live in the Asia-Pacific region at about 98.7%. Every other region has fewer than 1% each. Buddhists, though, only make up about 12% of the Asia-Pacific population, and half of all Buddhists live within China. But there are large Buddhist communities across Asia, especially in Thailand, Burma and Japan. So there we have it. The life of the Buddha, the Four Noble Truths, and the Eightfold Path explained. This video is meant to be a quick introduction to the topic,
yes,
and as part of a larger world religion series.
Alright, that was good enough. Let me see what you guys are saying. Okay. Wow, we went long. Okay, so we're going to end this here. British... Oh, wait a second. I forgot to fix my camera. There we go. This whole time I was doing it with low resolution. British Pakistani is saying, I think a lot of Sufis were influenced by Buddhism. Many give up all worldly pleasures in search of God. Yeah, I heard it before. I don't know if it's that. Yeah, I heard that they were influenced by Buddhism. But I also think that every religion will have its own branch of mysticism, even if they don't come in touch with Buddhism. I mean, the Christians have that. The Muslims have that. The Sunnis call it Sufism. The Shias call it Irfan. I think everybody at some point, even if they're not in touch with other mystics, at some point somebody's gonna be like there's an emotional need for that. This is why Christianity has like 3 out of the main 4 things people want out of a religion in the Holy Trinity. Let me know if you want me to explain that. Terrell saying, as Buddhism spread... Oh, yeah, thank you so much for the super chat, Terrell. As Buddhism spread, it mixed with other religions. Zen is a mix of Confucianism. In Japan, the mix with Shinto. As Japanese see Buddha as deity. Okay, I need to... we're going to do review these religions as well. Shinto. Yeah, we need to do I don't know much about these other religions. We're going to do Taoism, Shinto as well. And we're also going to do Jainism. We're going to cover all of that. Oh, wow. His wife and son later on stuck with him and became monks. Oh, Infidel is saying he never said that. Well, we will never know, will we? Armin, your friend... Well, I don't know who you're referring to. Please check the channel, Let's Talk Religion, and you must have a podcast with him. He's an amazing guy. Okay, if I remember. Guys, if you have recommendations, link to our Discord is in the description. Go to a channel on our Discord server called Video Recommendation and post your video suggestions over there. And also, just hang out in our Discord server. We have a good community there. Oh, there's go. I don't know if this is an actual quote by Buddha. It is better for you to have put your manhood in the mouth of a venomous snake or pit of a burning, what is this, charcoal than a woman. I mean, based on my personal experience, that is so wrong. It's very, very good. It's very, very good for you to put your manhood in the in a woman. Um, yeah, that's Mr. Pakistani saying that's messed up. Guys, is that a true quote? Soha is saying, when I was in Thailand, I got baptized by a Buddhist monk. Baptized? He pointed at me from a crowd, then started performing the baptism. Wow, that's pretty cool. That's fun. Oh yeah, Deborah is on Discord now. How about man, Armin? I don't think that would be my thing, but I'm pretty sure for people that that is their thing, that is also very enjoyable. Guys, let me just tell you what I think about the Trinity, and I have no idea. Look, say Armin every time. I have no idea if this is true. This is just my hypothesis. And you guys could tell me what you think. I think that Christianity gave three of the four things that people look in for religion to get out of a religion. Christianity with the Trinity offered three of them, three of the four, right? So I think the emotional attachment people have to their religion or their cult is sometimes people are missing a father figure, and they have emotional need for a father figure, for a powerful source that it takes care of you, but is also angry and punishes like the people who do wrong, that has control over you, over the universe, that keeps you safe, that protects you, that gives order. And Christianity gives that in the God the Father, right? And then some people require a spiritual leader, somebody that is more human, somebody that is more relatable, somebody that's a bit more passive, somebody that is charismatic, like has charisma, somebody that is kind, somebody that gives hope, somebody that is like emotionally gives you messages of love and, you know, kumbaya stuff. More of a human person. That's what people, when you have cults of personality, that's more of a appeal that, you know, of the people that you see as the heroes. That, you know, it's more of a human figure, right? And I think Christianity gives you that, that's the Jesus that Christianity gives you, right? And then some people look for spirituality and their religion or the cult for more something more like energy, this force that comes within yourself, some getting in touch with this spiritual wooey stuff that comes from inside you, the voices maybe that you hear. Some people say vibration, some crap like that. You know, this spiritual force that you just feel, like getting in touch with the sounds that you hear, and there's just some feeling, some mysterious energy that you're getting in touch with, something that is the sound of the universe, some revelations that you get in touch with the universe and reality, and you just hear voices, you say things. And I think Christianity gives you for that. Christianity, like, oh, you want that? Well, we have the Holy Spirit for that. So Christianity basically, it's like you want the father figure, we have the father figure. You want like a source of like a human person, like a more human thing that you could feel more related to, like you could fall in love with. Well, we have Jesus for that. And if you're just looking for some bulk like spiritual energy crap, like something more mysterious, something for like your mystic types, if you want some of that, we have the Holy Spirit, right? And so different people will relate, like getting in touch with Maybe some people like the Holy Spirit more. Most people like the Jesus. The Jesus seems to be the most popular out of the three, and some people like the Father figure more, right? And Christianity was missing the fourth thing that it didn't offer. And they had this package like we got you, Christianity, like we got you covered. You want this, we got it. You want that, we got it. We got this, we got it, right? But there's a fourth thing that a lot of other religions had that Christianity didn't give you. And the Catholic Church was like, okay, we could fix that. We could fix that. And the fourth one was a mother figure. The mother figure was missing. Like a lot of religions before Christianity, they had female gods, like female goddesses, right? I mean, all goddesses are female. But you're not somebody not as angry and aggressive, and you don't as a father figure, somebody that is not punishing you, somebody that an eternal source of love and compassion, that is powerful, but is not always so aggressive with everything, doesn't want to smite things down, like a source of So the mother figure was missing in Christianity. And the Catholic Church was like, we got you covered, we got you covered. We're going to add something to Christianity. Even though there's nothing in the Bible that says Mother Mary is divine. Anywhere in the Bible, we're just going to make her ascend to heaven. We're just going to add that story to Christianity and make Mother Mary divine for some, because we see you guys want a mother figure, we give you a mother figure. Marco is saying, you're my hero, Armin, but I will tell you each and every time when I believe you are wrong. Thank you, Marco. I want you to do that. Thank you so much for the super chat. Sajib saying, have you felt spiritual or thought about it after you became atheist? I don't know if you would understand my question, but I don't know. Yeah, I felt it. I was religious at some point. I know how it feels like. I understand the feeling and why people want it. But I also felt it as a religious person, and I know also how you could get those feelings as a non-religious people that doesn't believe in supernatural bullcrap. Oh wow, Susanna, Saint Susanna is here. Saint Susanna is Atheist Republic's mother figure. So Atheist Republic has that. Atheist Republic has that. The father figure would be Guru Armin. The mother figure would be Saint Susanna. Oh yeah, Guru Armin and Saint Susanna. And we'll figure out the other two somehow, okay? Give us some time. British Pakistani atheist saying, I found Harry Sultan. What the hell? Okay, I'm not going to read the rest of that. Guys, why are you tagging me in that? Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord. Susanna is an ex-Catholic, so she's saying, Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Well, within thee, given that she became pregnant from the Lord. Where is Idris? Oh, Idris is saying, do you think Islam primarily spread to arid land because it is more relevant there, or because Muslims were better at arid warfare? No. I mean, that's a huge discussion. It's mostly because the Persian Empire and the Byzantine Empire were suffering from years of fighting each other, and also a lot of disease, the plague, didn't hurt the Arabs because they weren't living in cities, but it hurt both the Persian and the Byzantine Empire a lot. So they were at their weakest point, and it actually surprised the Arabs themselves of how easy it was for them to crush one empire completely and defeat the other empire in so many battles, for them to be able to just go and take their lands. So it's mostly about that. But anyways, I need to really quickly go through some of this stuff. All right, I'm going to end this here because it's going to last forever. I'm just going to do two more comments. Susanna is a great addition to Atheist Republic. You two are great together. Susanna literally saved Atheist Republic. She's not just a great addition to Atheist Republic. She is Atheist Republic. Wait, why is this comment being posted like multiple times? Don't post the same comment multiple times. I don't know what any of this means. I don't even know how to read it. But hey, Emma, I'm not Emma MIR. I'm not gonna read your comment because you posted like 6 times. I'm gonna put you on temporary timeout if you do that one more time. All right, I'm gonna go. But Mir Ali, please do not do this again, okay? Thank you. Mother of the Republic, Saint Susanna, Mother of Republic. Yeah, I like that. No, I'm not gonna yell to subscribe. I'm gonna do ASMR.
Guys, here's the only list. Here's the actual list you need, okay? Here's the actual list you need. Okay, I'm gonna give you. Today was about list within list, and then more lists. But there's only one list, okay? Here's number one. Number one, hit the subscribe button. Number two, hit the bell notification. Number three, when you hit the bell notification, you select all. Number four, go in the description and subscribe to our newsletter. Okay, that's the only list. There's no other list. Okay, and guess what? You don't need to support us financially. Okay, you don't need to become a patron. That's wow, somebody did. Somebody just supported us financially. Let me just check.
Matteo is saying shout. No, I'm not doing that because some people are saying that the ears are hurting. Remember, we just saw in one of the reels that I shouldn't be hurting people with my words, so I don't want to inflict pain on people. So some people said this is actually painful. So now
That's why I'm doing this stuff.
okay. So yeah, bye. But thank you for the super chat, Matteo. $10 Australian.